Jaeson Parsons was a medic in Ramadi, where he saw some of the most savage fighting in Iraq.
That was difficult for me to witness, and I think I get attached to people pretty easy. So it was hard for me to detach myself from them while I'm working on them or while they died. I would, I guess, empathize with them or with their families. And then, of course, that's to be a medical professional. You can't do that or you'll go crazy.
Like many soldiers, he self-medicated with alcohol after his deployment to dull the memories of the things he had seen and done. When he moved to his wife's hometown of Clarksburg, his therapist suggested he develop a hobby.
And my wife said, "What about that book you always wanted to do?" And that's when I was in Iraq, we all were talking about the art that we saw over there, and we should collect it all and make a book out of it. So I started, collecting the images that I took while I was over there. I took some. I had a friend, Jason Deckman. He did our website, and we just started, passing the word around to get people to give us their images. And it went from a hobby to more than a full-time gig right now, 2 years later.
Most murals were painted on the large concrete T-walls that provided blast protection and security in Iraq. Parsons says the graffiti served different purposes for the soldiers that created the art or scrawled the words.
Well, I think there's a couple different roles. There's the unit-sponsored graffiti, which is, the murals that they paint out there. I think it keeps, some of them busy. It promotes the camaraderie of the unit, kind of an esprit de corps. And then, there's the graffiti on the inside of porta potties or on the blast walls, maybe the inside of, the blast protectors. And I think that's more of a kind of a release. Nobody knows who does it, so they can kind of get out the emotions that maybe they're not able to in any other way.
Some graffiti served to memorialize soldiers who died or to express soldiers' reasons for fighting. Parsons thinks the art helped release the stress of deployment.
I don't think they know that they're doing it, but it's almost therapeutic for them. They're turning to art. We had a lot of guys turn to music while we were over there too. Learn how to play the guitar, and they turn and they write music while they're out there. And though they don't know that they're, kind of going through music therapy or art therapy, that's exactly what they're doing, and that's what they feel most comfortable with.
Parsons was afraid that most of the graffiti in Iraq would be lost when America turns over all their bases to the Iraqis at the end of the year. Last summer, he and another veteran went back to Iraq. Now they have thousands of photographs. The Graffiti of War Project is sending some of their best images on our National Gallery tour. It kicked off on Veterans Day in Pottsville, Pennsylvania, and will continue in other states. For West Virginia Public Broadcasting, this is Chip Hitchcock in Morgantown.